harvest a 50-pound turkey. But then again, that's when you had the American chestnuts, and good grief, where you would get into a chestnut bars, you probably have a couple inches of chestnuts laying on the ground, like walking on marbles. You can imagine the feed that was for all animals. But anyway, in that world record turkey, the spur length was 1 1/4 inch. That's a real tree hanger, meaning the spurs were so long you could actually hang that turkey up on a branch by his spurs. And his beard was 9 inches 3/4. Now 9 inch is an average beard, but this beard on this turkey, they claim, I just did just a little bit of reading about it, on that record turkey, what they said, the beard was really, really, really thick, and they figured that it probably was much longer, but it probably got rubbed off, I guess, dragging, or maybe froze off. But whew, man, that's a record turkey. Do you know how fast a turkey can fly, and do you know how fast a turkey can run? This is hard to believe. I know they're excellent runners, but I didn't know they actually went 25 miles an hour. That's quite fast. And they can fly up to 55 miles an hour. That's a fast bird. So this goes to show you how hard they are to get. I mean, on the ground or in the air, they're just extremely hard to get. But a lot of fun to hunt. If you want to learn anything out about turkeys, now I bought this back in probably around the 1980s. This tape with Benley. He's from Alabama. God rest his soul. I think he got in a car accident, but he was a very, very, and he still is to this day, famous turkey hunter. I listened to a lot of tapes and a lot of different callers, and people calling, and I liked him the most because he went over a lot of stuff. He pointed out what was the best to use, and I liked his tape the most. And I remember one of his things that he said, turkey hunting is like a disease. Once you go, you're hooked. He says you better have a good boss, because during hunting season, you're not going to show up much at work. How true that is. This is a little turkey collar that my brother made up. Nothing other than a piece of slate. I believe I showed this some time ago, but anyway, I'll show it again. A little piece of wood. It looks like about a little 1x1 with a hole going through it, and then a wooden dowel. And I don't know, I guess my brother drove it in there and probably glued it, and then sharpened the end up, but you can see it's blunt at the very end. And then burnt it. And then I'm not going to go ahead and do that, because if I do, it's going to be way too loud on the mic, but it sounds real good. And then the other collar I have here, it's just the traditional box collar. I had this thing for a million years. I'm sorry if that's too loud on your ears. I'm not going to use it because I know it will be too loud, but you can shake it back and forth and it will sound like a gobbler, or you can just go side to side and make it sound like a hen. I used to have a nice little handhold box, probably a little bit smaller than this tape here. And I don't know if I showed you, but there's a picture of old Benley there. About the size of this here, and you could hold it in your hand, and you could just push this little wooden dowel, and it would make the sound of a turkey. I don't know what happened, and I think me and my brother both had one, and I happened that's all you need. And the reason why I like it, for one, it's nothing to carry. Two, it's in your mouth. You're not moving your hands. You can have both hands free. You can be calling a turkey and getting ready. So, nothing better than just a good mouth caller and just learn how to use it. Where I like to hunt at is in places where they have a close season on fall turkey hunting. I don't know how much that matters or not, but it seems like in those areas where they allow just spring gobbler hunting, it seems like, I don't know, maybe there's more turkey. It seems like there's just more turkey there. I'm not quite sure, but it seems like when I go to a place that has just the spring gobbler, it seems like I always do better there. But you gotta watch it. I mean, like here where I live, they have it to where it's only a spring gobbler, but there's not many turkeys here. You gotta go to the huge farms or where these big state parks are that joins these big farms and areas like that. So you gotta make sure that the area you're going has plenty of turkey. And like I said, where I go, there's a closed season on fall turkey, and it just seems like there are gobblers everywhere. It's really good. And I'll just talk a little bit on the kind of weather I like. It seems like the weather I do the best on is a nice, clear, calm morning where it's real brisk and sunny, and then that sun starts coming up and you can hear those gobblers. It just seems like that's the best kind of weather, just real nice and brisk, calm, and a nice sunny day, and that sun's coming up. It just works on those turkeys so good. It seems like they're the days that I have the best hunts on. All different kind of weather, and the air pressure, and the humidity, and all. It can all weigh in on your hunt and the way the birds act. But I like I said, that nice clear morning like that. That's where I do the best. You might have just heard my heat come on. If it's a rainy day, I don't want to go out on a rainy day. I just wait till it's a nice day. It's not like deer season, opening day. I don't care what the weather is. I never missed opening day since 1974 when I first started deer hunting. I started small game. I think probably in like 72. I was just like 11 years old. Deer hunting big game in 74, and I haven't missed, proudly to say, I haven't missed an opening day in the state of Maryland since. And with the will and grace of God, I never will. And I don't care if it's snowing or raining or what it is, I will be out there in that stand on opening day. But spring gobbler hunting is a little bit different. You have several weeks. It's still nice to get out there on opening day, but if it's a nasty day or you just wait for a good day to come along. The way I like to hunt turkey is I like to go down an old gravel road or old logging road back in the woods and locate gobblers way before opening season, and as long as nothing disturbs them too bad, which most likely it's not going to, as long as nobody's in there cutting their roosts down or anything, cutting the trees down, they'll be there. So then when I go back on opening day, what I'll do is go ahead and take a crow collar with me. I mean, you can have anything, That's all you need. It's real nice to have that because when they're coming in, they see that when they see that, they're not looking anywhere else but where that decoy is. When you're turkey hunting out there, you really got to be safe because depending where you go, there could be a lot of other hunters out there and everybody's calling, everybody's in camo, and you just want to be super careful. Some states have laws where when you are walking that you have to wear orange, and then when you sit down you take your orange off. When I walk, whether the laws have it to where you have to wear orange or not, I always wear a nice orange hat. So when I'm walking the spot to spot, I got that orange on. Then when I sit down, I put on my camo on, just for safety. Never can be too safe. Getting to some of the calls here. The only call I do is a call of a lost hen, and what you're doing is you're reversing nature because that tom turkey does not normally come to the hen. The hen goes to the tom turkey. You got to really make him interested in your calling and curious about you calling. And I like to do the call of an old hen. And at the end of this video, I'll turn off the mic so I don't hurt anybody's ears, and I'll do some calling on my car here. And if you hear him coming, just wait a little bit. I mean, it's so neat to call and hear them gobble, but at the same time, you don't want to overcall, and it's something you just have to learn as you hunt. You can do some clucks too when you hear them coming, just a couple clucks, but gotta be a little careful because you don't want them to sound like any putts, because putts is a whole different ball game. That can also be a warning call. So the best thing, if you're just getting into it, you don't know a whole lot about the calls, just do the call of a lost hen, and I'll go ahead and do that towards the end here. If you hear a turkey coming and he's double gobbling, you don't have to do a whole lot of calling because he's interested, he's coming. So I'm going to finish up my video here, and at the very end I'll do some mouth calling. Everybody out there, I want to thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. Let me know how your turkey hunting goes. Good luck out there, and anybody going trout fishing, good luck. Let me know how y'all doing. Be safe and have fun. And this is Easter Sunday coming up, a very, very special time of the year for families to get together and give thanks. So for all you folks out there, I want to wish y'all a happy Easter, and God bless y'all. Just remember, be someone important. Be yourself. Till next time, God bless. See ya. All you got to do is do that one time. And when you hear him gobble, just hold on a little bit. Let him get curious. Then you go ahead and do that again. Now I did several there. I'm just going to do one so you know exactly how it sounds. This is one call of a lost hen.